Greetings from Dallas and from Julia and Rabbi Zell. Hi. We thought we would do a wrap-up video to talk about our experience and to also ask you to reflect on your experience of the reunion. So our big adventure has happened and people came from far and wide to participate. What do you think we accomplished?
We accomplished more than I had expected. I hope that everyone feels similar to the way I have, being able to do what few other groups could have put together. That's what I think.
Mm. Were there any surprises at Hadassim that when you got there? I mean, did you find it easy to go back in time given the changes of the facilities and so forth, and I suppose the changes in the individuals?
Several things. One, the surprises were that Hadassim changed physically.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to come to services on Yom Kippur.
Oh, okay.
I'll get you tickets.
Okay.
Because I'm going to speak about that. You can go back in time.
Okay. Good.
You could. We did. I did. For me, for a few precious moments, it was 1968. Don't get too emotional. We did go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we looked a little different, maybe a lot different, but we were back in a place that I believe changed our lives for the better.
Mm-hmm.
And we came back to celebrate living. We came back to celebrate 50 years.
And you did that well, and
we did that well.
It was I think a life-changing experience in many different ways for each person that was there. One of the fun things was watching you all reenact the Ben Gurion picture, which I thought was really fun. It's such an iconic picture, and it was really delightful to see it up on the big fence there. How did that feel, getting all those people together to do that again? And I have a feeling it will end up in some Hadassim brochure somewhere down the road.
I would hope so. I don't know. There's one question that should be asked, and that is, I think each of us probably felt differently, as we should. Here's the question I'd like to ask is, how did Ben Gurion feel? Mm. Think about it. Could Ben Gurion ever have envisioned looking down upon us? Could Ben Gurion have ever envisioned 50 years after he met with us and spoke with us? I'm sure, I don't recall his words. I'm sure it was one of these rah Israel talks of how we have to come and live and settle and what have you. Could Ben Gurion have ever envisioned that 50 years later we would be there, mm-hmm. taking another picture with him in the picture? I think that's just totally remarkable.
It is. Well, on a personal note, I will just say that all of it was a delight, and it was a privilege for me to be able to be a part of facilitating it and seeing you all together again. I think my husband and I have reflected on the time at the end of the evening where each person spoke about what their time at Hadassim meant to them. And we found that to be very moving. And one of the common threads we saw through it all was how important it was for those who came for that year that they felt they were part of a larger whole, that being Jewish in Canada or America is very different than being Jewish in Israel, where you are with everybody's basically worshiping and doing the same thing, and we heard that in different ways from different people about how important it was to them to feel so at home, even though they were far from home. And I think that was an important message.
Let me put your words in a different perspective.
Please.
That is, in June 1969, we left Hadassim. I would like to believe that Hadassim has never left us. Mm.
You want to wrap it up now?
I want to wrap it up now.